All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's on the Power. So we've got some more classic physique Olympia news for you guys. So we've seen recent progress pictures of both Chris Bumstead and Breon Ansley. Breon Ansley, the defending champion this year from last year's Olympia, and Chris Bumstead, second place last year, coming in hot on Breon's heels. So we got the picture of Chris Bumstead first, this kind of front pose here. And we've really seen a lot of Chris Bumstead in the offseason. He's been putting out a lot of content, a lot of guest posings, a lot of progress pictures, and a lot of updates, which shows that Chris is very confident in his physique and how he's looking at this point in his prep. And I think he's very confident that he's going to win the 2018 Olympia, which is my prediction for the 2018 Olympia. I'm a big fan of Breon. I'm a big fan of Breon's physique. I think he was a fantastic Olympia champion for 2017. There's so many things about Breon that stand out over Chris Bumstead, including his biceps. I think that's the most significant. The front double bicep, the victory pose, those things make him, a really good classic physique advocate and a really good classic physique champion. And I think the main weakness between Breon and Chris is, number one, Chris's arms, his biceps, which I think he's improved upon significantly, as you can see in this picture. And also Chris Bumstead's back, which I feel like he's brought up tremendously in this prep as well. But the main reason why I think Chris Bumstead is going to take the Olympia this year is that I think Chris Bumstead has one of the best, if not the best, vacuum poses in the classic physique division. I think this is a very important pose. As you know, when they go through the mandatory poses in classic physique, they get one kind of freestyle classic pose. And Chris Bumstead tends to go with the vacuum pose, which I think is one of the best of all the classic poses. And that's one thing you don't really see from Breon, is there's not too many pictures of Breon hitting a vacuum pose. And the pictures that you can find of Breon hitting something similar to a vacuum pose, it's not nearly as impressive or not nearly as deep as Chris Bumstead's. And I think that's why a lot of people prefer a physique like Bumstead's. And not only that, but when you talk about what a classic physique really is, you got to talk about the frame, the size, the height, the way the physique is presented from a structure standpoint. And Chris Bumstead has that tall, wide structure, whereas Breon is smaller. He has a great structure for classic physique. But when you talk about stage presence, I think that's where Chris Bumstead has the main advantage. Now, Breon has also been posting quite a few updates and pictures as well. And as we know, he's gone out to Kuwait and Oxygen Gym to train with the Camel Crew. I don't know if that's going to be for the entire remainder of his prep or not. But if it is, we might see him make some significant improvements. But based on what we've seen so far, I think the pictures and videos of Breon seem to be pretty much on par with how Breon looked last year. I don't see any major improvements with Breon like I do with Bumstead. But maybe that will change while Breon is in Kuwait. But as of right now, in the contest prep phase of the Olympia, I think Chris Bumstead is looking better than Breon Ansley at this point. Now, we'll see what happens on stage, but personally right now I'm preferring Chris Bumstead. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you guys prefer, Breon Ansley or Chris Bumstead? Both great classic physique bodybuilders. I think they're both very impressive physiques. And I wouldn't be mad if Breon won. I wouldn't be mad if Bumstead won. I think either one is a very impressive and could be a very dominant classic physique champion. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.